let's get this done. All right, so we want to focus on this function right here. So I added this in because like is holding duplicates. We really don't want to run all of that logic. We just don't need to. If in certain scenarios, right? So if there's only one card, we know for a fact there's no duplicates. And instead, too, actually, let's do if card size is less than or equal to 1, right? That even further. Oh, geez, I don't know what I just did. There we go. That further constrains it. So if, let me see here. Can I even run it? Would I run it here? I guess at the end of the game, it saves us a loop. All right. So that's that. Now, what do I do here? I bet you. So I'm doing that. I can't step 2 because I need to look at every single one. And the reason I sorted it is so that I could detect there's 2 of a kind. If I step 2, it won't work. So I think this is okay. And then maybe instead of doing this, we just do if duplicate suit does not equal -1. We just invert it and we return pair duplicate suit, duplicate rank. And now we don't need this, right? And we would just return whatever the result is. Now, the one other thing here, so we would do val, let's see, output, let's just do that, equals pair, -1, -1. Oh, whoops. Whoops. I wonder if we could do this and then do maybe just suit rank respectively. Maybe we do that. And then, so we say duplicate suit, but I wonder if we can do instead output first. Like, can I edit the No, I don't think you can. Can I do output dot first equals? Let me see. I don't know if I can reassign. Maybe. Can I reassign of a pyre? Nice. Mutable pair. No. Okay, never mind. we're just not going to do it. So we have early breaks. We return early. It's not the prettiest code. Is there anything else I could do here? I don't think so. We'll just leave it. I like how I added stuff to it. Let's check. Okay, so let's now maybe take a look overall at how it's structured, right? We have the game. We have the setup. Let's go look at that real quick. Where we deal cards. Table plus equals deck, deal cards, 4 of them. Okay. And then player for each. Player doc. Oh yeah, each player gets cards. I think that's okay. And now we do this. This is the game loop. This can go away, right? This can be, there's get cards on the table, and then there's private fun. Actually, it won't return anything. It can just be. Like we just. Is this a list card? No, this is a string. Oh, I see. Maybe instead of this, we do cards. So if you'll notice, right, this, oh, and deck of cards is not empty. Player should draw cards. Okay. So cards on the table's 52. Ah. So you can also see something here, right? The end of game is also true in this scenario. So we could do like if end of game what happens with most recent winner? What is it initialized to? Ooh. So what if I did int if I did no int -1. I'm just thinking I can combine these. So, oh, that's not going to work. Never mind. Not going to work. The other thing I could do is use, so val cards go to cards on the table equals 52. Like the if end of game val these are the same, right? I think I can indiscriminately do the next two. Okay, so why do I expect this to work? So if it's the end of the game and there are not 52 cards on the table, then we know that the most recent winner will be selected, and we're going to award the cards on the table to the most recent winner. What happens here? It's fine, to be honest. And then no matter what, we print the score. Shoot, where did it go? We print the score. Honestly, let's just go ahead and I think this might work, because I only have this here in order to satisfy this, but if I did first, yeah, see, I don't need it anymore. Right? Wait, I don't understand. Where's the... Isn't there usually like a thing to format it? Why am I going crazy here? Am I losing it? What? Alright, well, let's just comment it out and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So one thing to consider here, this is used here, this is used in there. Can I move these to something external, right? What would that setup look like though, right? So we have next player. Print score. Fun is end of game. So this has to return a Boolean, right? And let's see. So I think these two would come in there. Cards on the table. That's just table.size. Okay. So first off, we could do if nobody won any cards. Oh no, we just do this. If return true. If it's not the end of the, okay, there. Now, return true, and we do, I think we can just do this. And then what happens? So we get rid of these two, we get rid of this, and now we can say if is end of game, return false. Let's see. Might have messed up my booleans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. 6, 7. All right, that's probably good. I do have this actually being random. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. We further clean this up. And now we can just do this. Okay, this tick function is becoming somewhat manageable. Now, let's see. We can do something here too. Card to play. And then we'll have, let's come back here. Let's focus on the top first. So we have our end game conditions, right? That's everything that's supposed to return false except for this. But what are you going to do there? We have continuation. This is how we get the next player. It's the only place it's used. It almost makes me feel like it's verbose to define a variable. I just think it's more expressive. But to be honest, I don't know if it's any better than just doing this and doing should player needs to draw cards. Like, is that what's better, you know? I kind of like expressive code more. Comments feel lazy. Okay, let's take one last look at this. Is end of game. No, I like how this is set up. Does this print game over? No, it doesn't. Okay, so you can see also here, I've +1 to everything, and I don't remember why I did that. So here, selected card index is 0, while should be 1. So the user can't input 0 here. And in play card, I added this -1. I think that's from the previous step where we always did this. Actually, no, this was just a bad decision from the outset, I think. I think I can get rid of this, and then because I did that, I think I can get rid of all of this. Um, this can be 0, and then see? Selected card exception 0. So let's do 1, 1, and then here we do -1. Because the user can't put in 0. We make them set it within the range of 1 to 1, or we draw more cards, right? Or the game's over. So by setting we adjust a very specific place here instead of like adjusting everything else. Okay, let's see if it even works. Maybe I'm making a mistake here. That's not good. Shit. What did I do wrong here? That should have worked. Contains. Oh, I see. I see. So let's think about it. So it automatically goes in. So if I do -1, right? Then this should work. Try again. Wrong output after input. Oh, I see, I see. You have to keep this as -1, otherwise if you put a bad input in, it trips and keeps going. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's cool. So we cleaned up that. Just do this a few times. Okay. I'm wondering if there's even more I could do here. So we have this big if else. Not a fan, but I still have this while loop. Card to play is down here. Because I'm probably going to be done with this after today. I don't want to spend a whole nother session just cleaning stuff up. Although we've made a lot of progress here. One thing we should clean up. Hmm. Ah, okay, so determine candidate card. Now this is fine. So there's end of game. Maybe there's like a determine winner. Determine card winning status. Maybe it's just handle played card. And this is card to play. Maybe we could do this. Is end of game. Um, is this overkill? Might be. Oh, but we don't have the player here. What? I kind of don't like that, you know? Seems like overkill, to be honest. It's just inconsistent. It feels inconsistent with other stuff I've done now. Right? It feels like this has kind of been cleaned up. This section, and this section don't feel that way. So is there something I can do? Only 9 minutes left. Honestly, I think this is it. I just don't see a lot of value in exporting like all of this into a function. Like everything could be card to play. I mean, let's think about it, right? I could do player dot select card, right? And then in there is this. I mean, it doesn't change much. Right, so it'd be up here. We have play card is holding duplicates. It would be like fun, select best, select candidate, determine candidate card, no. Player dot pick card. I already have a play card. Player select and then it's just like this. Whoops. I don't know what's going on. It would just be this, right? Why is it like, am I absolutely losing my mind where I can't push the right buttons anymore? Like, what? How does this not work 2 times in a row? Thank you. What in the world? So we say card to play. It totally does get used. I don't know what this is talking about. So I could maybe we do 2 separate ones. And then just do this. That's a problem. That's a really big problem. That's a huge problem. Oh no. I'm gonna end up with I'm totally gonna end up with a not working solution. How much time do I have? Shit. I don't want to come back to this. I could technically That's stupid though. Dang. You would have to make this like a pair. You would have to. It's not as simple, right? It has to like turn into something else. Hmm. Shit. Maybe I just don't submit again. I actually still technically have a working solution. I didn't change any of this. I just have to delete these functions. Like, these should be paired together. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they shouldn't. If I did, if maybe it can be like val card to play equals if is player dot is computer, then player dot determine select card as computer, and then we can pass the top card, else player dot select card as player becomes that, this turns into that. We get to do that. Now there's still becomes a val, and make it non-nullable. I still don't know what to do here. I think you would have to do throw I'm now hacking this again, which is not what I wanted to do, but this would now be This is dumb. I don't even know if this is gonna work. I don't think it will. How do I... Oh. Maybe it'll work? Huh. Alright, I'm mixed on this one. I think... Oh man, it's so dark in here, sorry. If I were going to spend more time on this, I would find a better implementation of this, but this was the fastest way with the time I had. I don't really like throwing exceptions. It's not technically wrong, but it's also not it is not an exception, right? This is an expected input, so this is kind of abusing Kotlin and the try catch statement, but we're out of time, and I think I'm going to leave this here. This does overall look better. This could still, right? That's not ideal, but at least we have like the logic broken out into clear kind of separation of concerns. We don't have, I don't think anything's really nested anymore except this try catch. So I think overall it's better than my first implementation, right? But I think like if this was going into production, it definitely requires a little bit of work still. I guess one last thought here is this actually worked, you know? I think I remember talking about this where it was like, maybe I'm over engineering this, where I came up with the card rank, card suit, the cards, the deck, the player, and then the game. But it actually, turned out pretty good. So that's nice. Yeah, it's kind of satisfying. Okay, right on.